All right, this one's going to be a little tougher because I'm going to try to read my notes off my phone that I texted to one of the people that I'm acting as a correspondent for. That would be NewsBud. I texted them some updates throughout the day, and so now I'm going to try to use those texts to help me recall kind of what happened in summarizing Sheriff Ward's testimony today. Again, he was the government's first witness. So he testified about multiple cordial meetings with Ammon Bundy and others. Now, of course, it started out with direct examination, so that's the government attorneys asking him questions that will support their case, and followed by cross-examination. He testified that Ammon and those that met with him were all very concerned about the Hammonds and what was happening to them. That was the whole reason they were in Harney County talking to him, was based on their concern about the Hammonds and how they were treated and what they perceived to be federal government overreach, and that was basically symptomatic of what was going on in the Hammond case. So as a result of his discussions with them and possibly their perception that he wasn't being as responsive as they wanted him to be, he started getting a very high volume of calls and emails from various people across the country encouraging him to do something about this, to step in, to get involved, and to help out with respect to the Hammond situation. He testified in particular, the only person in this set of defendants, the 7 defendants that are on trial right now that he had any interaction with or did anything with, was Ammon Bundy, with the exception of Neil Wampler. He had never met Neil Wampler, he said, but he did receive a couple of emails from Wampler, who lived in Northern California. And one of the emails, for example, which was an exhibit that was presented, in that exhibit, he said that Wampler had said, among other things, and this is a quote basically, "We're determined to protect the Hammonds. This is no bluff. We ain't playing." So that was part of the email that he received from Mr. Wampler. I'm going to have to break this into a couple of different sections because I'm trying to keep these in 3-minute clips or less. I'm talking mostly about direct examination in this first clip, but there was enough material. Sheriff Ward spent most of the day on the witness stand, and some really important stuff came out, so I want to talk about it. He talked about starting to receive mixed intel, as he referred to it, and so he was receiving both intel and directions from the FBI, and as a result of that, he started becoming very paranoid about what was going on and started assuming the worst. But he did emphasize that all of his meetings with Ammon Bundy were always very cordial, and that Ammon Bundy always emphasized that they intended to be peaceful. Ward said that he always felt fine about his conversations with Ammon, but there was always this underlying concern about what someone else might do. And so that was an underlying theme that we'll pick up on in the next clip.